America has betrayed the blood that was spilt to make this nation great. On the eve of a holiday designed to remember those who gave what Abraham Lincoln called the last full measure of devotion, the evidence of our misplaced priorities are everywhere around us. Free shipping on Amazon, 15% off at Macy's, buy one cell phone, get the second one free. Let's be honest. It doesn't take a clinical psychologist to recognize that many of the people who enjoy America's freedoms aren't particularly focused on acknowledging the sacrifice required to live free. Now, Memorial Day is not supposed to be a jubilee. It is not an occasion for elation. It is the opportunity for the inheritors of American exceptionalism to remember those among us who raised their hand to defend the greatest idea ever committed to paper: that all men are created equal. When the Nazis erected a totalitarian state hell-bent on the extermination of the Jewish people and the erection of the Third Reich that would last 1,000 years, America stood up and said, "Not on our watch." 405,000 Americans laid down their lives to say with one voice that America would not stand idly by and watch evil grow stronger. That we would not sit on our hands and pretend that a Holocaust across the ocean was somehow somebody else's challenge. And yet today, that collective moral clarity is nowhere to be found. In China, right now, the Uyghur people are being hunted down like dogs, forced into hard labor and subjected to unimaginable horrors. To date, more than 1 million Uyghurs have been dragged into internment camps in the mountains of China. It is the largest scale detention of any ethnic group since the Holocaust of World War II. And yet, our current American president refuses to speak of this atrocity at all, occurring in real time on our watch. And meanwhile, too many Americans are too busy getting cheap T-shirts from H&M and Forever 21 to care about who had to die for them to be able to shop in peace. In fact, comedian Chris Rock, of all people, made this point about just how commercialized our sacred days have become in Saturday Night Live in 2014.
And in America, there are no sacred days because we commercialize everything. So we're only 5 years away from 9/11 sales. That's right. You're gonna hear it on the radio. Like, come on down to Red Lobster. These shrimp are $9.11. That's right.
Yeah, it's a satirical point, but the implications are deadly serious. Because far too many of our neighbors are more concerned about the free shipping on Memorial Day to care about the slave labor required to keep them dressed to the nines in the latest fashion trends. Now, at the core of this untethering of America from the principles that have defined America is a lie. It is a lie made stronger by a chorus that seemingly grows louder by the day. The belief that America is inherently evil, and that the children of this nation are not just inheritors of that evil, but are intrinsically defined by it. So let me be quite clear. America has had some not so shining moments. We've seen slavery and bondage on our watch. We have seen oppression in our time. We have seen our system of justice visit injustice on the lives of too many innocent men and women. But you see, the genius of America was the wisdom of our imperfect founders to build into the DNA of the perfect dream that is America the capacity for change. To build a path and a bridge that shows us the pathway towards that more perfect union that we dreamt of. And if we believe that the sins of America are part of our American inheritance, then surely the goodness that America has demonstrated and the progress that America has made must also be able to live in that ephemeral essence that defines us as a people as well. Ronald Reagan once said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. It is not ours by way of inheritance. It must be fought for and defended consistently by each generation." Living the American dream has to start with remembering those who laid down their lives to make our way of life possible. Freedom in America must mean more than online mattress sales and day offs from work to drink some beer at a barbecue. It's time to restore what was once sacred about this nation, and that starts with each and every one of us. So on this Memorial Day, my challenge to you is simple. Turn off the noise. Turn up your pride, because it is time for America to remember who we really are.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.